for Legion, I am greeting you. No coffee, no worky. Yeah, like always. Excellent. So, thanks to you for 10,000 subscribers. I'm so lucky. I'm so grateful, and I'm so lucky today in this snowy Germany morning. Yes, you cannot believe it. And an old friend of mine told me that, said yesterday to me that, Thomas, you don't have 10,000 subscribers. Now you have about 10,000 applicants. And he's a little bit right. Okay, so what are we doing today? We will talk about YouTube and Thomas Gast, and how does it come that a Legionnaire, former Legionnaire, spending 17 years in the French Foreign Legion, is doing YouTube. This is great. That does not exist anywhere else, you know. And a lot of guys told me that, hey, Thomas, you are in the French Foreign Legion and you're doing YouTube. This is a big, what is it? Is it a coincidence? Is it your wish, your will? Why are you doing this? And today we talk all about Thomas Gast, YouTube, my channel, and of course we talk about you, my audience, my applicants. Yeah. How does it come that Thomas Gast is on YouTube? I think it's easy to understand. You know, I left the French Foreign Legion in 2002, and I lived in Germany this way, or these years, and I had a lot of jobs to do, security jobs and so on. I worked also for the theater in the beginning. Then I jumped over to do security jobs. Yeah, firstly in Germany, then abroad. You know better than I do that I worked in Saudi Arabia, in Israel, in Haiti, in Yemen, on sea, anti-piracy, counter-piracy jobs, you know. And in 2009, I had a chat at home with my wife. You know, we lived in Germany, close to the Kaiserslautern area, and we had a talk. And you know, at home, I never talked so much about the French Foreign Legion, and I was always I had a big souvenirs in my head, but I didn't talk about the French Foreign Legion in my home. Sometimes I did, but very small stories, you know, not so much, not so big stories, just here a word and there a word, and then sometimes I was silent, thinking a lot. And then once she told me, hey Thomas, was my second wife, because I'm married for a third time now. So what you have to tell about the French Foreign Legion, for you, this is peanuts. For you, is nothing. You know, this was your life, and for you, it's normal. But for the others out there, this is something great. And you have to tell them what's going on in the French Foreign Legion. You have to tell them about your adventures. And I was there. It was in 2009. And I thought it over, and I thought it over, and I thought it over again. And then I came to the conclusion that, yes, she has absolutely right. And then I start writing a book. And it was my first book I have written in my life. And yeah, when the book came out, when the book appeared in 2010, it was such a big success in Germany, and I had so much feedback, yeah, from people from Germany. It was unbelievable. I show you the book, by the way. So the first book I wrote was, and let me tell you that after this clip, I will attach a video how I did my public relation in Yemen about this book. You will be very surprised about this. So this was my first book I have written in 2009. Die Legion mit den Töten Rap in den Krisenherden dieser Erde. La Légion, the Legion with the second rap in the crisis area of the earth. Yeah? This one. And I translate this book also in French language. La Légion avec le deuxième rap au cœur des crises internationales. So this one, French language. An English edition does not exist. So I hope maybe by this way some publisher come to me and say, hey Thomas, we want to publish your book also in English language. And now the new edition of the same book is here, Leben unter fremder Flagge. Life under a foreign flag. Thomas Gast, this one. But let me tell you about my first book first. When I start writing this book, I thought I had to find somebody great, a person well known in Germany who can write me a preface, you know, kind of prologue in the first 1, 2, 3 pages of the books. And I thought about Peter Scholl Latour. Peter Scholl Latour in Germany, I think worldwide. He's one of the famous journalists ever. He's very well known in Germany. He's dead now, unfortunately. And he was a big book writer. He was a big journalist. He was a great man. And in Germany, everybody knows Peter Scholl Latour. So I wrote him an email and I said, hey, Peter Scholl Latour, please do me a favor and write me a small preface, maybe 2 pages, for my book. Would be fine. And then I have never heard about him. 1 month passing, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months passing without having any news from Peter Scholl Latour. And I was a little bit sad, you know. And then once, no, it was not true. Already at the second day when I sent the email, his secretary answered me, hey, Mr. Thomas Gast, Peter Scholl Latour is about 85 years. He's writing a book. He's a famous man in Germany. He don't have time to write you a preface for your book. And I was there. Oh. And then 6 months passed. And after 6 months, what happened? I was in my kitchen preparing food for my children. The telephone was ringing. I hooked up. I took the telephone. Yes, here's Peter Scholl Latour. Hello, my friend. Hello, comrade. It was Peter Scholl Latour on the phone. And he talked to me equal. On you know, in Germany we would say on Augenhöhe. And we talked a lot. And he gave me a lot of tips. And he talked about his time. And I talked about my time. I sent him a book, a hand-signed book. And we were really like old friends, like old comrades. And this is, for me, it was a lucky thing, you know, a lucky punch. Because he was a journalist. He covered the Indochina War, the first Indochina War. He covered the Vietnam War. He was kind of voice of the real true people in Germany. And this was for me really a lucky punch to be close friend to Peter Scholl Latour. Okay, and I was happy then, you know. And then I received so much feedbacks from German guys later on also that I say, yes, I have something to tell. And what I wanted to tell them via the book also is the message that our life is not an evidence. A good life is not given. It's not a normal thing. You know, you have to do something to have a good life. That the breakfast, everything is on a breakfast table. Butter, cheese, marmalade, Honig, sausage. It is not, you know, it's not like this. We are lucky guys to have all this. When you have been in war, you know how good does it taste when you have peace. When you are running through the desert and you come home, and only then you can know how good it is to drink water. You know, things like that. And I wanted to tell them that the Friends for Religion is a big institution. It's not only an army. It's a whole institution. And that is that in the Friends for Religion you have peoples coming from 140 nations, all cultures, all colors, all races. And that these boys joining the Friends for Religion are there to have a second chance. You know? And let me tell you another thing, that in Germany, until this date, 2009, 2010, when my book appears, in Germany, everybody thought that the Friends for Religion is a band of killers, you know, a bunch of bandits, you know, sans nu-pieds, you know, and I wanted to make that the people have a real image of the Friends for Religion, how the Legion is in reality. Because the Friends for Religion, they are not bandits, they are not killers, you know, and they are not people who don't know what they are doing, you know, because actually we have about 8,500 legionnaires, active legionnaires in the Friends for Religion, and every one of the boys are good. They have a life behind them, and they are doing a great job as soldier, but also as human being in the Friends for Religion. As you know better than I do, the Friends for Religion makes a lot of interventions for humanity with the United Nations, with the blue helmet, yeah, and they free hostages and all this stuff. They help when after earthquakes, you know, and all this stuff. But people don't know about the Friends for Religion, and I wanted to lift the image of the Friends for Religion a little bit higher in Germany, you know. And then afterwards I thought it over. How can I do more? how can I do more for the image of the French for Legion? And then I came to the idea 3 years ago to make to create a YouTube channel. Thomas Gast, Fremdenlegion. Thomas Gast, Légion étrangère. Thomas Gast, French for Legion. And so I did. And when I look back now to my first videos, I create, it was horrible. It was horrible, it was a mess. But then more and more and more and more, step by step by step by step, I had more ideas. My techniques is getting better. I had new cameras. Actually, I work with a GoPro 7 Hero, but very soon I will have another one. I will have a backup camera. I will have more light. I will have more ideas. But I've never short on ideas. So I have ideas while sleeping, while eating, while walking, while doing sport. I have so much ideas. I cannot stop thinking, you know. And by the way, all the money I earn with YouTube is not so much. Sometimes I give some money to the old people in Pilaubier for our institution, you know. And this is, I think, it's a good thing to do. Giving gifts in money to the people in Pilaubier, you know, for the old ones who have been in the war before me. Amitié Legionnaire, More Majoron. And this is our network, to stay together as Legionnaire. And that's what I wanted to tell you, you know. And I think that the image in of the French for Legion, since I am active in Germany, is better. It went from good to better to excellent. I did a lot. I think people told me that, hey Thomas, you're doing a great job, and I'm lucky for this. And there's so much things to tell, unbelievable. Okay, that's how I see my work on YouTube. And you know, there are people out there who say, no, Thomas, you have been part of the special forces and you cannot tell about this action, about this action, about this action, and you cannot give them your matricule. You know, and you cannot tell what you have really done in the French for Legion. But this is bullshit, because the French for Legion, there's no secret. There's no secret. You know, I'm not talking about ongoing operations. I'm talking about my past. I'm talking about adventures. I'm talking about good gentlemen I met during my life in the French for Legion. And this is so important. And this is so important. And I want to give also some information about the recruiting process, so that applicants can join the French for Legion with a knowledge, with informations, and they come there. They know that they have to do maybe 7 pull-ups. They know that they have to do the psychometric test. They know that they have to do the test Luc Léger. They know how to answer. Bonjour, caporal chef. Je voudrais bien être part of the Légion étrangère. You know, talking French a little bit. And I think this job is worthy to be done. Yeah? And today, I just incline devant vous. I say thanks for 10,000 subscribers or for 10,000 applicants. Like Gaston was an applicant 17 years. In the French for Legion was an applicant in 1985. Like Schulz was an applicant in 1985 also. Young sergeant, older adjutant. Yeah, we are lucky guys. So, adieu to serve, my dear friends. Amitié Legionnaire. And now, your small surprise, how I did my PR with the German book Die Legion mit dem Second Rap in den Krisenherden dieser Erde. Allons, Gérant, best en pantalon. And by the way, in 2012, I sent this book to my old colonel in the French for Legion. He was Colonel Kowood. He was my second commander-in-chief of the second rep, and he was such a great man and such a great officer. And he read the book and he gave me a feedback, and he told me that, and he gave this book to a friend of him, also an officer, high-ranking officer in the French for Legion, and his friend told him, hey, this is one of the best books ever written about the French for Legion. So maybe this is a link to the US or UK publishers. Give me a chance to publish this book in your language, and you will not regret it. Der Ball ist in Ihrem Camp, Monsieur. Bye-bye. No coffee, no worky, by the way.
Turning round, 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 following my feelings crazy and out of bounds, searching brothers in arms. Turning round, 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 following my feelings crazy and out of bounds. Here we are, here you are, here I am moving towards invincibility. Searching for a no man's land, fighting, praying, celebrating victories. Turning round, 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 do it with real sound. Following my spirits crazy and out of bound, out of bound, out of bound.